to the inside and just beat Colgan on the glove side low, and he's going to cut the lead in half as the Port Huron Prowlers now will get on the board for sure at the 6:12 mark of the period. Makes it 2-1. Face-off controlled by Robertson. He's going to lift that to the offensive end. Harrison was in chasing, couldn't get to it, came all the way back out to center ice. Robertson took it, sends it all the way across. That's going to get intercepted, controlled by Dustin Henning. Henning will skate out behind his own goal, comes right towards center, looks all the way across ice, sends it to the far side. Got it right onto the stick of Cole Lambden. Lambden sent one, missed on the far side, and then Chamelka able to gather it up, lifts it out of the zone, got it to DiCostanzo, and DiCostanzo is going to get tripped up, and no call from two officials standing right there, and Rocco DiCostanzo's got to get back in the game. He was screaming at the official. So that one gets sent all the way back into the Watertown end. Slaketka's long outlet pass. Got it to Michael Mann. Mann had to wheel back. He'll get knocked down by Stavros Soilis. And Soilis will control from there. Slid it back into Alex Johnson. Johnson goes cross ice and then kept in the zone by the Wolves. Michael Mann with a takeaway. Gets it to McKechnie. McKechnie down in deep. Tried to get it to Mafuz, couldn't stick it on the short side as Shipman turned it away, and then the outlet missed all the way. Outlet pass on the far side. Ryan Devine couldn't get to it. Colgan out of the zone, got it to Ryan Devine, comes all the way out to Mike Mann, has his stick check, goes all the way through, icing is waved off. Justin Browson goes back. He and Michael Mann battle for the loose puck. Wolves control from there. Mafuz got it to Devine. Devine to Slaketka. Far side. Shot and goal! That one sent in from Nolan Slaketka at the point, and I believe it's going to be Cole McKechnie with the redirect standing right in front of the goal, and the Wolves take a 3-1 lead here. And we still haven't played 8 minutes of hockey here in Watertown. They've listed it here on the board, Nolan Slaketka at 7:45. I think they will change that, though. That would look like it was redirected in front by Cole McKechnie. Anyway, the Wolves take a 3-1 lead as we go back to action. Shipman had to turn that one aside. Far side, McDonald's just going to turn, sends it all the way across. Lane King couldn't play it off a leg, had to turn with it. Now it's going to get lifted all the way across ice. Troy Taylor will settle down the loose puck from there. And they do announce that Cole McKechnie will get the goal, assisted by Nolan Slaketka and by Ryan Devine. Puck right back in front, and fanning on the shot was Heitzner. He couldn't get a good stick on it. Puck goes back to the offensive end for the Prowlers. Sam Merritt drags it to the offensive end, sends it all the way around to the near side, but it's taken away by Justin McDonald. McDonald and Merritt battle for the loose puck. Josh LaBelle's going to end up with it for Watertown. He'll settle it in behind the Watertown netminder, Brendan Colgan, and the Wolves look to set up their offense from there. Evan Foley and Cole Lambden both in on the forecheck. Wolves able to clear this one out. Lane King went cross ice to Heitzner and missed him. It was behind him. So it was sent in from Troy Taylor. Wolves get Chase McDonald, the offensive end. Dragged it down the right-hand side. Tried to slide it underneath Shipman. Shipman's going to block that one, covered up. And we get a stoppage in play. 11:05 left in the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. And we've got our first timeout on the ice. Our under 15 media timeout here this evening. So timeout here in Watertown. The Wolves leading of 3-1 in the first period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Two other games in the FPHL tonight. A couple hours down the road, Binghamton, New York, right off Route 81. It is the Binghamton Black Bears hosting the Danbury Hat Tricks out of Danbury, Connecticut. Danbury with a 3-1 lead over the Binghamton Black Bears there. That game started at 7 o'clock. They're into the second period down there. And all the way in Harrington, Delaware tonight, the Delaware Thunder hosting the Carolina Thunderbirds. And the Carolina Thunderbirds with a 2-1 lead now over the Delaware Thunder. That game started at 7 o'clock as well. Our score 3-1 here. Our first media timeout of the evening will come to an end. And both teams skating back out. We've got a So the officials having a little meeting here at center ice before we go back into action. So a little bit of a delay before we get fired back up here. As we said, the officials were having a conference here, and then skating down to the face-off circle was Steve Cook, one of the referees here tonight. Had a conversation with Justin McDonald. Now McDonald goes back towards the Watertown bench, and looks like we got a little goal fixing going on at the left end of the arena behind Richard Shipman. The goal may have come off again. They've had an issue with that a few times, and they continue to work at that. It looks like we are just about all set to go. Now the goal going back on its mount, and now the officials skate away from that, and they're coming all the way over to the bench area again in front of both teams, and they were replacing the pin that goes down into the ice. Looks like they've swapped that. They took that one off the ice, and that was the reason for the delay here. So everybody back to the face-off circle. Into the face-off, it'll be Sam Merritt for the Prowlers against Justin McDonald. McDonald wins that one back. Taylor sends that deep into the corner. Controlled on the far side by Heitzner. He's going to get tangled up on the far side with Dustin Henning. Puck came through. LaBelle controlled it. Sent it right back deep to the zone for Watertown. Came back to LaBelle. He'll go cross-ice to Taylor. Taylor down to McDonald. Back to Taylor at the point. Taylor lifts one on goal. Shipman took that, turned that aside, and now the Prowlers able to skate out with it. Evan Foley's just going to dump that all the way cross ice, goes deep into the corner. Merritt will give chase from there and sends it out to the far side, controlled by Sufredini, who got it down deep into the zone, but then taken away by Watertown. Kyle Heitzler comes out, sends a quick shot. That went high off of Shipman, couldn't control. Wolf was able to put it right back in front, and then that one broken up. Graham tipped it all the way to the far side, but sneaking in, keeping it in the zone. Griffin Biedren, first time we've seen him out here tonight. Biedren, the big defenseman for Watertown. That one's going to get sent in, and jumping up, catching that with a glove is Shipman, and he'll hold on to that one. We'll get a stoppage in play. 10:02 remaining in the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. 3-1 is your score. The Wolves able to get three quick ones here. The Port Huron Prowlers got one back, and then the Wolves answered immediately following that. Face-off control to the far side. Then it came back to the near corner. Going back with it is Chamelka. Chamelka slides it out in front, and then that one's going to get the goal off the mooring, and we get another stoppage in play. Well, we do apologize. We did have internet issues. Everything should be working fine right now, but just a heads up, it may happen again. They are playing with everything over in the next booth, so we do have an internet issue here in the building. We're getting another penalty and another power play opportunity for the Watertown Wolves, as Alex Johnson is going to come sit down. Hooking will be the call on Johnson. Just over 10 minutes played here in the first period, and we'll get our second timeout of the period. Our under 10 media timeout. So Alex Johnson sitting down in the Port Huron penalty box here. 2 minutes up on the board. Shots on goal so far, Watertown 13, Port Huron 4. Watertown 1 for 1 on the extra man advantage. Port Huron has yet to have a power play here this evening. So both teams making their way back out onto the ice. Again, second power play of the night for Watertown. It'll be Ahmed Mahfouz out on the ice along with Lane King, Justin McDonald, Troy Taylor. It looks like Kyle Heitzner will also be out here. Dalton J on the penalty kill with Dustin Henning and Sue Fredini and Matt Graham. Those are your penalty killers for the Port Huron Prowlers to start this power play for Watertown. 6 seconds tick off, and we get a stoppage of play. The Wolves got a quick shot off, and Shipman able to cover that one up. So McDonald into the face-off circle against Matt Graham, far circle, and that one won right in front of the goal. Lane King couldn't put a stick on it. Suferdini has it. He'll slide it out to the near side, and Dalton J just going to swipe that one down the ice. So Troy Taylor will come back, pick it up for Watertown. Graham keeps an eye on him as Taylor skates out of the zone. The defensive man takes it down, sends it all the way to the corner. Varshiainen has it there. He will turn with it. Had it lifted out towards the far point. McDonald controls, gives it to Lane King, lets the shot go. And that right into the stomach area of Shipman, and he'll hold on to that one, and we get a stoppage in play. So face-off will go to the far circle one more time. Both teams getting a couple of sets of fresh legs here on the stop and play. 1:26 left in the Watertown man advantage. Henning, far side, slid it back to the point, kept in the zone by Troy Taylor. And now it gets back to Justin McDonald. Sends one across the front of the goal, missed on the far side. Came back to the near one to Lane King. Goes over to Troy Taylor, far side. Taylor drops it back to McDonald. McDonald slides it deep into the zone. Mahfouz has it near side, puts it right in front, and a one-timer. Turned aside as Heitzner tried to stick it in on the backside. Now it's going to get lifted out to center ice. Troy Taylor has come back, pick it up as he and Foley chase the loose puck. McDonald back to the offensive end. Goes right down to the right-hand side. Backhand missed all the way across the front of the goal. Rebound all the way out to the near point. Controlled by Troy Taylor. That sent deep into the zone. Heitzner turned, gave it to Mahfouz. Mahfouz, McDonald lets a shot go. That hit a body, went to the corner. Mahfouz on the near half board. Gave it back to Troy Taylor. Taylor sent one that was tipped aside. And then Heitzner tried to back in front. Shipman had to dive over and knock that one down with 24 seconds left in the Watertown man advantage. Again, one more time. Wolves right to the offensive attack. That one intercepted. The centering pass broken up by Sam Merritt. And now Merritt will turn with it. He'll try to take some time off. Comes down, lets a shot go. Hit Mahfouz on the leg. Deep into the corner. Now Soilis is going to end up in the slot. Lets a shot go. Turned aside by Brendan Colgan. 3 seconds left in the Watertown man advantage. Chamelka back to the offensive end, and the penalty is over. Back to all even. Nolan Sakeka controls. Far side comes in, lets a shot go. He'll score! Nolan Sakeka from about 30 feet out on the right-hand side, just sent it towards the goal. And I'm not sure if that hit somebody in front or if it was redirected, but that went right through the legs of Shipman, and the Wolves had their 4th goal of the period. We'll have to wait for the official announcement on that. Chamelka may have been standing right in front of the goal. He may actually get the goal here, and we'll look down. It will be Colin Chamelka is going to get the goal. Noel Saketka will get the assist along with Cole McKechnie. McKechnie also going to get listed as the assist here. Soilis just going to dump that all the way to the offensive end. Browson giving chase, had it poked away. The Wolves look to come back the other direction. Long crossing pass for Michael Mann. Had to put the brakes on, but did a great job avoiding the check, but then lost the puck there. Came back to Ryan Devine. Devine controls, got it back to Slaketka on the far side. Back to Devine. Devine comes through center. Long crossing pass for Mahfouz. Mahfouz just steps inside the blue line, puts that one in front. Turned aside by Shipman. Mike Mann controls, gave it to McKechnie. McKechnie tried to backhand it in front of the goal. That one was broken up. Dalton J had it for a second, but it was poked away. Wolves keep it in the offensive end. Mahfouz on the near half board is going to send it all the way around the back dasher, all the way out to the far side. Slaketka has to skate in a hurry to get to it to keep it in the zone. Mahfouz, far side, comes across the face-off circle, gives it back to Slaketka. Slaketka goes to the slot, lets a shot go. That one was knocked down in front by Stavros Soilis and then sent out, but not all the way out of the zone. Alex Johnson will control far side. He'll lift that down the ice. That hit a body, never got through center. So Slaketka goes right back to the offensive rush for Watertown. Down the left-hand side, let a quick shot go, and that one played off Shipman's pad, and Slaketka ends up with the rebound and try to wrap around, and Shipman sliding over again, has a little collision with the pipe. That's going to come off, and we get a stoppage in play. 6:26 left in the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. 5 goals in the first period here between these two teams. Wolves with a 4-1 lead in period number 1. A couple of fresh sets of legs out on the ice for either team. They will go to the far face-off circle, Shipman's left-hand side. It'll be Graham into the circle against Rocco DiCostanzo. He said Rocco was on the IR. He's back in action again and happy to be back out on the ice. Puck in behind the goal, controlled by McKechnie. He'll get taken off the puck, though, coming away with it. Down the near side will be Johnson down the near. He got taken down. Now Dalton J in a big collision with Griffin Biedron. He took Dalton J down, and they have a few words, and then we're going to get a stoppage in play. And Dalton J heads back to the bench. Griffin Biedron rocked him right here in front of the Watertown faithful on the near side. Face-off will come outside the circle. Rocco DiCostanzo is going to skate in to the circle for the Watertown Wolves against Zachary Frashura. Frashura won that one to the side, but the Wolves will control. Robertson has it. Riley Robertson lifts it all the way in behind. Shipman settles down the loose puck and sends it out on the far side. Lambden able to skip that one all the way out to neutral ice area, but the Wolves will end up with it. Comes off the near side. Robertson slid it forward. Goes right back the other direction, though, controlled by the Port Huron Prowlers. Quick shot right here, Dustin Henning, and that was about chest high on Colgan through some traffic, and Brendan Colgan able to glove that one. At the last second, looks like he threw his glove up in front of it, and Brendan Colgan is going to get the stop here. 5:39 remaining in the opening period from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Faceoff's going to come to the near circle. It'll be Merritt skating in for the Prowlers against Justin McDonald for Watertown. One by McDonald to the corner. Troy Taylor had it taken away from there. McDonald able to slip it to the near side as he got tangled up with Merritt. They both went down to the ice. Merritt lost a stick in the process and then controlled far side. Quick shot coming. Colgan turned that one aside. A big blast off the stick of Suffredini. Suffredini now going for the loose puck on the far side, send it in deep, giving chase is Merritt. Merritt controls in behind the Watertown goal. He'll stop, puts the brakes on, left it for Graham. Graham's going to lose an edge and fall down. And now McDonald tried to poke it along, but Graham kept it in the zone. Comes out to the near side to Heitzner. Heitzner's just going to get it off the boards to Lane King. King goes cross ice, got it onto the stick of Taylor. Taylor tried to let a shot go, McKechnie deep into the zone. Dustin Henning back the other way, dumps the puck to the corner. He will give chase from there. Colgan's just going to back it around to Troy Taylor. Taylor's out left pass to Heitzner. Heitzner had it, but got it broken up, and now controlled by Troy Taylor. Tried to get it back to Heitzner, checked where the pass was behind him, so he'll just let it go, and the Wolves going for a change. Mafouz almost intercepted. The outlet pass went off his stick deep into the Watertown end, giving chase there on the far side. Justin Browson had it, got it back to the point, and a quick shot coming from Alex Johnson, and now cleared out on the near side. Johnson has to go all the way back into the Prowlers' end of the ice. Turn the puck over right in front. Johnson went to slide it out, and he hit Mafouz right on the stick with it, and Mafouz almost had it stuffed underneath Shipman. And Shipman had to do a phenomenal job of getting down on that. He had no idea what was going to happen right there. As said Alex Johnson, he's a veteran of the league, a good player. But right there just tried to send it past Mafouz, and it hit Ahmed Mafouz, and like immediately right to the pipe, almost slid underneath Shipman, who had to drop down very quickly and get a stoppage on that one. Well, timeout on the ice. Our under 5 immediate timeout here tonight. 4-1 is your score here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. As we said, second game in a row. Last night they were in Port Huron, Michigan at McMorran Place, and tonight here in Watertown. And we'll be here again tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock start between these same two teams. And then they'll see each other a couple weeks from now, and for a 3-game set, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Port Huron, Michigan, and that'll be the only time these two teams will see each other in the regular season. So face-off coming to the near circle. Cole McKechnie into the circle for Watertown against Dalton Jay. Jay won that one. Controlled there. He'll turn with it. Plays it off the boards all the way behind. Giving chase on the far side. Going to pick it up was Nick Williams. Williams had it. Slid it out to the far side. Now controlled through center ice. Dragged into the offensive end by Varshiainen. Tried to put it in front. Did get a shot off. And that hit a stick and got up and out of the play here. Varshiainen controlled it. And looked like he wasn't going to get a shot, and then he was able to get one off very quickly. As I said, hit a stick and got up and out of play. So face off to the near side. Cole McKechnie into the circle for Watertown against Isaiah Crawford. McKechnie's going to win that one back to the corner, but it will be controlled by the Port Huron Prowlers. Lambden got it, sent it back to Williams, went cross ice to Johnson, back to Williams. His shot gets poked way up into the air. Ryan Devine played it in behind, so now Ahmed Mahfouz able to skate out with it, plays it off the boards to Michael Mann. Mann tried to beat Williams on the far side. Williams took the puck right away from him and gave it to Cole Lambden. Lambden got it back to Williams. Williams' long outlet pass was behind Crawford, so the Wolves able to take that one right back. Mahfouz slides it to the front of the goal. McKechnie lifts a backhand. That goes high above the goal and then knocked down into the corner. Controlled there, sent out towards center ice. Lambden has it. He'll come through center. Tried to slide it back to Williams. Crawford's going to end up with it. Crawford drags it down now. He'll fall and lost the puck. Taken away by Ryan Devine. Mahfouz got it displayed off the glass and then controlled by Ahmed Mahfouz. He'll just slide it back to the Watertown end. Got it to Ryan Devine, who slid it forward to Colin Chamelka. Chamelka sends that all the way down to the offensive end. Dustin Henning, though, will pick it up for the Prowlers. He'll settle in behind his old goal. Now skates out to the left-hand side. Henning trying to pick up some speed. Goes to the left, steps inside. Got it to Foley. Foley goes out, lets a backhand go. Tried to slide it across to Graham. Graham with the redirect, but he missed on the near side. Rebound came all the way back through center ice. Colin Chamelka has it. Taken away, though, by Sifredini. He'll send that one forward, and then broken up by Riley Robertson. Robertson got it ahead, but then taken by Evan Foley. Skates to the offensive end. He's got Graham streaking down the middle. Foley took it to the front of the goal. That one easily turned aside by Brendan Colgan, and then the Wolves looking to skate out with it. Rocco DiCostanzo sends it over to Chamelka. Chamelka lifts it to the offensive end. DiCostanzo will give chase from there. He'll get tangled up in the corner. Merritt digging for the loose puck. And looks like Merritt will come away with it, just like he came away with it, then went right back underneath the feet of a couple of skaters stuck in the corner. DiCostanzo came away with it. Foley broke up the centering pass. LaBelle skates in, keeps it in the offensive end for Watertown. Faked the shot. He'll drag it back to the far point. Sends that one in deep. Gets it to Heitzner. Heitzner sent one all the way across the front of the goal. LaBelle sneaks in. Gets it into Harrison. Harrison stops. Wheels back towards the corner. Came back to LaBelle. LaBelle goes cross ice to Troy Taylor. Taylor deep into McKechnie in the corner. Came back to Taylor at the far point. Lets a shot go. That up into the air. Hits the glass. Rebound to the near side. Settled it down and lifted out of the zone all the way down the ice by Evan Foley. Troy Taylor comes back to the Watertown end. Just over a minute to play, period number 1. And King able to slide it to the offensive side. Alex Johnson's just going to rifle it all the way around. Justin McDonald able to keep it in the zone, but then it's controlled there with a minute left. Dalton Jay brought it through center, had it poked off his stick by Josh LaBelle, but picked up in the defensive end. Stavros Soilis has it. Long outlet pass right through the middle of the ice. Nobody there in a white jersey, so the Wolves easily able to gather that one up. Josh LaBelle had it, and then the crossing pass for Lane King was broken up by Dalton Jay. He and Justin McDonald battle for the loose puck. McDonald goes cross ice to Troy Taylor. Taylor back to Lane King. He'll step inside the blue line. King comes to the slot. Drop pass for Heitzner. Heitzner tried to get it back to him. Hit Justin Browson on the way through. Wolves keep it in the zone. LaBelle near side puts that one in front of the goal. That hit a body, and we go right back the other direction. Soilis able to lift it out and down the ice, but the Wolves are going to end up with it with just 15 seconds left in the period. Troy Taylor again got it back to Heitzner. Heitzner drop pass there, and it didn't get in across the line. The Wolves are going to be offside with 10.5 seconds left here in the first period from the Watertown Municipal Arena. The face-off going to come just outside the Prowlers' end here. Lambton skates into the circle against McKechnie. McKechnie won that one back for Watertown, and now the puck came right back to McKechnie. Drop pass. Mafouz comes all the way through. That's a shot goal. That went off the blocker of Shipman and up and out of play, and we get the horn will sound just as that shot went up and out of play. So that's going to bring an end to period number 1 here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. The Wolves a 4-1 lead over the visiting Port Huron Prowlers here this evening. Wolves got on the goal, 2:38 of the period, a power play goal by Justin McDonald, assisted by Troy Taylor and Ahmed Mafouz. That made it 1-0 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. And then Justin McDonald would get another goal at 4:41, his second of the night. His 52nd goal on the year and point number 106 for Justin McDonald. Again, that was at 4:41 of the period. Then Zachary Fischera able to get one back for the Port Huron Prowlers at 6:12 of the period, assisted by Caleb Williams and by Dustin Henning. That made it 2-1, but the Wolves got it right back again at 7:45 of the period. Cole McKechnie on an even strength effort, he made it 3-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Assisting on the play was Nolan Saketka and Ryan Devine. And then the Wolves would add another one as Colin Chamelka tickles the twine. He'll get the goal at 12:16 of the period, assisted by Nolan Saketka and by Cole McKechnie. 4-1 will be your score at the end of period number 1. The Wolves outshoot Port Huron 22-9 for the frame. Wolves 1 for 2 on power play opportunities. The Port Huron Prowlers yet to have a power play opportunity here this evening. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we take a break here in Watertown. The Danbury Hat Tricks are in Binghamton, New York tonight, taking on the Binghamton Black Bears, and the Hat Tricks have a 3-0 lead over the Binghamton Black Bears in the second period. And in Harrington, Delaware, that game also in the second period, the Carolina Thunderbirds enjoying a 2-1 lead over the Delaware Thunder. Our score 4-1 here in Watertown. We're going to take a short break from the Watertown Municipal Arena. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. The Watertown Wolves hosting the Port Huron Prowlers here this evening on this Saturday night. Game number 2 of a 3-game set. And we'll be back out here again tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock for game number 3. I want to thank you for joining us here. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. For David Page on the camera, for Eric Thorstein and Thunder Force Media taking care of all of our mechanical issues here tonight. My name is Jeff Barrett. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight from the Watertown Municipal Arena. We'll be right back.
gentlemen, a couple of birthday greetings going out tonight. Happy 21st birthday to Ashley Young. Ashley, happy 21st birthday. Happy 18th birthday to Aletha Lanning. Aletha Lanning, happy 18th birthday. And ladies and gentlemen, taking in her first.
Well, we want to welcome you back inside the Watertown Municipal Arena. We get set for period number 2 between the visiting Port Huron Prowlers and the Watertown Wolves. My name is Jeff Barrett. I'll take you through your action here this evening. David Page standing to my right on our cameras again here this evening, and Eric Thorstein on our production here from Eric Thorstein Thunder Force Media. The Wolves lead 4-1 after 20 minutes of play here in Watertown. Wolves got on the board early here tonight. Justin McDonald, a power play goal at 2:38 of the first period, assisted by Troy Taylor and Ahmed Mahfouz. That made it 1-0 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Then McDonald will net his second goal of the night at the 4:41 mark. An even strength effort, 2-0 would be the score. Zachary Fisher got one back for the Port Huron Prowlers at 6:12 of the period, assisted by Caleb Williams and Dustin Henning. That made it 2-1, but the Wolves would strike just a minute and 30 seconds later as Cole McKechnie lights the lamp, assisted by Nolan Saketka and Ryan Devine. That made it 3-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves, and Colin Chamelka nets a goal at 12:16, assisted by Saketka and by Cole McKechnie. That made it 4-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. The Wolves outshoot Port Huron 22-9 in the first period. As you said, Wolves 1 for 2 on power play opportunities here tonight. The Prowlers have yet to have a power play opportunity here. Other games in the FPHL tonight, the Carolina Thunderbirds visiting the Delaware Thunder in Harrington, Delaware. Carolina 4-2 lead over the Delaware Thunder there in the second period. And a couple hours down the road, Route 81 in in New York State, the Danbury Hat Tricks facing the Binghamton Black Bears. 3-1 your score there. Danbury with a lead over the hometown Binghamton Black Bears. Here we get set for period number 2. The Wolves in their commemorative jerseys here tonight, our first responders jerseys, black jerseys trimmed in gray with the first responder logos all over the front of the jersey. It says first responders on it. And the Port Huron Prowlers tonight in their traveling whites trimmed in red. So the Wolves 4-1 lead. As we get set to kick off period number 2. I got to say hello to a couple of my young friends that aren't here tonight. Normally they sit right below our announcing booth here. That is Navia and Landon. Navia and Landon are watching from home. They are related to part of the broadcast team here with Eric Thorstein and Brittany. So say hello to Navia and Landon watching at home here this evening. Puck controlled in the offensive end by the Watertown Wolves. Goes all the way around. Dalton Dre's going to end up with it. Going to try to slip it out behind Dustin Henning, but Michael Mann took it right back. Wolves to the offensive end. Quick shot by Devine. That went high above the goal, but kept in the zone. Sent right on goal. Came back to Devine again. He'll rifle one, missed on the near side. Michael Mann got knocked down in front. Dalton J had it poked away. And now Henning able to control, lifts it all the way out, tried to get it to Jay, pass was way behind him. Colgan has to come out of the goal, plays it, slides it out through center. Cole McKechnie will pick it up for Watertown. McKechnie turning with it, got it to Michael Mann, tips it forward. That one was broken up by Alex Johnson, and then turned back the other way. Merritt had it, he'll give it back. Johnson in the zone will turn with it, looks to skate out, had it knocked down for a second by Ahmed Mahfouz, but he did get it out of the zone, and then Mahfouz took it away, got it to Justin McDonald. McDonald goes down the left-hand side, drags it in, lets a shot go. That one hit Shipman up high and went to the glass behind and turned from there. Johnson had it, tried to slide out of the zone, gets it back to Merritt near side. He'll step down the left-hand side, drop for Graham. Graham went right back to Merritt, had to pick it up late, took it all the way behind the goal, got it to Johnson. Johnson's one-timer turned aside by Brendan Colgan, and that one's going to get lifted out as McDonald looks to clear the zone. He'll give it back in front of the goal to Heitzner. Kyle Heitzner got knocked down going to the goal, so the puck comes right back the other direction. Matt Graham will gain the zone near side. He'll get a collision with Troy Taylor, and Lane King's going to take the puck away. Josh LaBelle comes down, just going to lift that all the way to the corner. Rebound came right out in front of the goal, but nobody there, so Shipman just slid it to the corner. Soilis has it, had it pickpocketed away by Lane King, gave it to LaBelle. LaBelle deep to McDonald in the corner. McDonald tried to slide it back to Heitzner, couldn't get it to him. McDonald ends up with it in the corner. He will turn, slides it all the way back around, and giving chase will be Kyle Heitzner for the Watertown Wolves. Heitzner a goal and a 2 assists last night in a win over the Prowlers out in Port Huron, Michigan. Kyle Heitzner just into the Watertown lineup a couple weeks back, just signed. Justin McDonald will control, picks it up off the ice, drags it out to the front, and then lifts it off the shoulder of Shipman, and a quick shot from Heitzner hits Shipman up high and denied once again. Puck came all the way out. Taylor tried to send it forward, hit Heitzner right on the skate with it. King lost control of it, got it lifted out. Taylor kept it in the zone. He'll send it deep, but Alex Johnson's going to go back and pick it up for the Prowlers. Johnson turned, got it to Crawford. Crawford lifted it to Lambden at center ice. Crawford able to slide it forward, but Troy Taylor's going to take it away, and we'll head right back the other direction. Harrison slid that, Griffin Biedron had it, slid it all the way through. Crawford controls, puts the brakes on Sufadrini, had it behind, and he will turn with it there. Sufadrini brought it out through center ice and had it pickpocketed away. Centering pass, Soilis broke that one up. Came back out to Biedron, just put that one on goal, went all the way through as Rocco DiCostanzo couldn't put a stick on it, and then he'll get tangled up with Savers on the far side. He and Soilis have a collision. Now Andrew Harrison controls the puck deep into the corner. Lambden's going to take it away. He'll lift it off the glass. Griffin Biedron tried to keep it in the zone. It skipped over his stick. Varshiainen had it for a split second. Wolves take it right back again as Colin Chamelka is able to slide it to the front. Harrison couldn't get a stick free to get a shot off. Another shot from the far point. That went high above the goal from Ryan Devine. Chamelka controls in behind. Collision in the back between him and Dustin Henning got tangled up in behind. I had to look for a second to see who that was in behind the Port Huron goal. That one got lifted in. Rebound came right back out in front. Dustin Henning will break that up. He'll go behind the goal, puts the brakes on. He and Michael Mann got tangled up. Wolves able to come away with it. Cole McKechnie controls. McKechnie comes right to the short slot area. Had it poked off his stick, and the puck goes all the way back. Dalton Jay's going to break out on the right-hand side. Had a one-on-one opportunity. Let a quick shot go. And somehow Ryan Devine racing back was able to get a stick out in front of it and direct it up and out of play. Dalton Jay almost snuck down the right-hand side, but Ryan Devine, as big as he is, was able to skate back very quickly, puts a stick out in front, and deflects that one up and out of play. We get a stoppage. 15:23 remaining period number 2. Score one is still 4-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. This will get an icing call. Pass too far for Michael Mann to get to it. So we'll get a stoppage. We'll skate all the way back to the other end. Faceoff's going to come to the near side. Varshiainen into the face-off circle against Cole McKechnie. McKechnie won that one to back behind, and then it's lifted out to the far side. Michael Mann will control, gave it to Mafuz. Mafuz to the face-off circle, far side, wheels back towards the point, drops it off the boards. That one's going to get intercepted. Devine trying to keep it in the zone, had it poked away. Varshiainen has it. He will turn for the Prowlers, lifts that one out. Got it by Michael Mann, but it was broken up by Nolan Saketka. Back to the offensive end. McKechnie has it. Tried to drop past him. Mafuz. Intercepted by Justin Browson. Browson sends that all the way around to Williams. Williams to Dalton Jay on the far side. Jay's going to lift that out. Got it to Browson when it went off his stick into the Watertown end. And the Wolves able to control from there. Long outlet pass. Heitzner tips it to the offensive corner. He'll give chase. Heitzner's going to end up with it. Tried to get it to the front of the goal. Evan Foley broke that up. Slides it out. Now Merritt's going to race down the right-hand side, came right through the slot, drags it down to the left, put it back in front. Johnson couldn't get a shot off, and Colgan watched that one go back to the corner. Slaketka all the way across ice. Alex Johnson broke that up. Johnson racing to the offensive end. Foley crashing right towards the front of the goal. Tried to get a pass to Merritt. Pass was behind him, and the puck taken right back by McDonald. McDonald drop pass. Got it to McKechnie. McKechnie back to Justin McDonald in the corner. He'll get in a battle loose on the far side. Now we're going to get a delayed penalty. And I believe it's going to be on Justin McDonald. Foley back the other direction, stops inside the zone, turns with it, got it across to Merritt. Merritt let a shot go. That went high into the air and laid right in the blue ice. And Matt Graham standing right there, but he was on the wrong side, couldn't reach across. And now we're going to get one that's going to go. Lane King is going to get tangled up. I believe it's Alex Johnson, and yes it is. King gets him underneath him and starts unloading right hands, and down to the ice they will go. Alex Johnson, I don't think ever got a shot off. Lane King, not one that you normally see fighting, but he jumped right down there and took it right to Alex Johnson. He got him underneath him, sort of in a headlock, then just started unloading right hands on him. And Alex Johnson is going to have half his laundry off as he comes back towards the penalty box, as they will both sit down 5-4 fighting. Justin McDonald is also going to sit down. As we said, they were on a delayed penalty call. So the Port Huron Prowlers are going to get a power play out of this deal. So the captain and the alternate captain, Justin McDonald and Lane King, both having a good laugh as they sit down in the penalty box right in front of us. The other side, Alex Johnson said he lost a little bit of laundry over there. He's redressing in the Port Huron penalty box, and standing right in front of us, Ahmed Mahfouz for the Watertown Wolves, having a conversation with our officials along with Dustin Henning. It was funny, Henning came over to the red line. They both came over to the box area to talk with the officials, and Henning kept pushing on to Ahmed Mahfouz, kept leaning into him. They both started laughing. So a couple of veterans of the league. They've seen each other a few hundred times over the last few years. They both had a little laugh right there. Ahmed Mahfouz still having a conversation with our referees here tonight. Again, our referees are Mike Mahaney and Steve Cook as they stand right here in front of our vantage point, sorting out the penalties to come here. They said Lane King and Alex Johnson obviously fight for fighting, so they'll sit down for a few minutes. The other 2 minutes up on the board, and Justin McDonald sitting down. I believe it's either going to be a tripping call or a hooking call in the corner before all that extracurricular stuff broke out afterwards. So face-off's going to come to the near side in the Watertown end. It'll be to Brandon Colgan's right-hand side. It'll be Merritt into the face-off circle for the Prowlers against Cole McKechnie. McKechnie won that one all the way back. Varshiainen able to keep it in the zone far side, and then he'll get tangled up with McKechnie. McKechnie lost a stick in the process, and he'll just keep batting it along with a foot. But Matt Graham has it. Got it back. Varshiainen over his stick back out to neutral ice, so he'll reel back, pick it up, sends it to Henning near side. Henning plays it off the boards to Graham. Graham slides it by Josh LaBelle. LaBelle will give chase, but Graham controls near half board. Got it back to Henning at the point. Henning comes towards the slot, slips it all the way across to the far side, Varshiainen, and then Henning sort of fanned on the shot. Puck goes all the way back into the corner. Now it comes out to Matt Graham on the near half board. LaBelle keeps an eye on him. Puck into the corner. Came back to Graham. Henning keeps it in at the near point. Stops Mahfouz. Keeps an eye on him as he goes to the slot. Goes cross ice. And a quick shot. That went high off the shoulder of Brendan Colgan. Larry Varshiainen with that shot, a blistering shot. Rebound now does come back out through center ice. So Merritt ended up with it, got it back to Varshiainen, who skates back into his own end with 52 seconds left in the first power play of the evening for the Port Huron Prowlers. Varshiainen slides it out, got it to neutral ice. Dalton J. Will controls, got Lambden on the near side. Stopped, tried to get a backing pass. That broken up by Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz trying to take some time off, just brought it through center ice. Now it's going to get sent back into the own. Suferdini had it, slid it forward, got it to Justin Browson, 27 seconds left. Browson lets a shot go. That went high across the front of the goal and then kept in on the far side, controlled by Frischura. Tried to get it back to the front of the goal. Frischura, the only goal scorer of the evening for the Prowlers, put it right in front. Lambden standing on the doorstep is going to come away with it, and then somehow the Wolves able to lift that one all the way out of the zone. Suferdini's going to have to go back and pick it up with just 4 seconds left. So McDonald up onto his feet, and the penalty to Justin McDonald was for interference. So I missed that one all the way around as they go all the way back into the Watertown end. Puck in behind Colgan. Penalty is over. We skate all even with the exception of Lane King and Alex Johnson. Centering pass went all the way back out to the point. Set right back in front and standing right on the doorstep was Caleb Williams. Couldn't get a stick on it. Lambden controls, tried to slide it in behind the goal. Did get it back deep to Frashura. Frashura lifted it back to the point. Shot coming. We got a delayed penalty coming. And again, the Wolves are going to go shorthanded. Roughing is going to be the call, and we'll have to see who it is that's going to sit down for the Watertown Wolves. Looks like it will be Nolan Saketka who will get the hook for the roughing call here. 11:03 remaining in the period. So right off one power play for the Port Huron Prowlers. Now they're going to get a second one here in period number 2. 0 for 1 on the first one. Face off deep in the Watertown zone again to the right of Brendan Colgan. Merritt into the face-off circle for the Prowlers against Cole McKechnie for the Watertown Wolves. So 11:03 left period number 2. 2 minutes up on the board. Face-off one back to Henning on the point. Got it deep into Foley. Foley goes deep to Graham. Graham skates in behind the goal. Now he'll slide it out to Evan Foley. Foley in the face-off circle, left-hand side, slides it deep into Matt Graham again. Graham controls, goes all the way cross ice. That one a quick shot. Varshiainen missed on the top side, and it's controlled near side. Henning has it, slid it into the front of the goal, turned aside by Colgan, and then controlled there by the Wolves, and that's going to get lifted all the way down by Ryan Devine as he was able to lift that to the corner. Shipman out of his own goal sends the puck all the way around, and Mafu's able to take it away, keeps it in the zone. The Wolves with a shorthanded opportunity. McKechnie comes to the front of the goal, sent one off the goal post on the far side, and the Wolves control it. Goes back in behind McKechnie. 1:10 left in the Port Huron Prowlers penalty, or power play, I should say. And on the far side, Ryan Devine able to lift that one. Puck came all the way back, big rebound. So it's controlled by Mafouz. Got it back to McKechnie. McKechnie tried to drag it to the front of the goal. That one was taken away by Dustin Henning. And then he got it back to Larry Varshiainen and now lifted out of the zone. Foley's going to go back the other way. The Wolves able to take 35 seconds off. Centering pass came right in front. And Colgan drops down and makes a huge save. As crashing right in front of the goal was Dustin Henning coming right down the front. Instead, the Wolves were able to take 35 seconds off that power play on their own offensive attack. The puck went right back the other direction and got in behind the defense. Dustin Henning had an opportunity, got a little tip on it late, but Brendan Colgan able to drop down, cover that one up. We get a stoppage in play. Timeout on the ice, our under 10 media timeout, 9:46 left in the second period. The Wolves continue to hold a 4-1 lead over the visiting Port Huron Prowlers here tonight. A couple of other games going on in the FPHL tonight down in Binghamton, New York. The Danbury Hat Tricks out of Danbury, Connecticut hold a 4-1 lead over the Binghamton Black Bears. And in Harrington, Delaware tonight, the Carolina Thunderbirds visiting Delaware. They hold a 4-2 lead over the Delaware Thunder. Here our score is 4-1, just past the midway point of period number 2. All the goals coming in the period number 1. 5 goals put up on the board, 4 for Watertown, 1 for the Port Huron Prowlers. Face off to the far circle. Dalton Jay skating in against Rocco DiCostanzo. Jay won that one back to Browson. Browson slid it down deep, came right back to Browson. He'll come towards the slot, drags one, lets a shot go. That was redirected by Lambden in front, but he missed. Puck came all the way out to the near side. Sufradini has it skip over his stick, so he has to come back through center ice to pick it up. He'll go cross ice to Lambden. Lambden turns. Rocco DiCostanzo keeps an eye on him. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Browson tried to go across to Dalton Jay. That one was broken up. Browson controlled the rebound. Jay has it. Gives it back to Sufradini. Slides it out to Browson. Lets the shot go. Missed across the front of the goal. So we get a stoppage in play. Faceoff's going to come all the way down into the Watertown, and 3 seconds left on the power play for the Port Huron Prowlers. Their second of the period, second of the evening. Varshiainen skates into the circle against Justin McDonald for the Watertown Wolves. McDonald wins that one back to the point. Penalty is over. Centering pass. McDonald controls near side. He and Varshiainen get tangled up for the loose puck. McDonald tried to drag it to the front of the goal. Broken up there. Cole Lambden looks to skate out with it. He'll get tangled up with Kyle Heitzner. That's going to get lifted all the way down to the Watertown end. So Brendan Colgan out of the goal will control the puck from there. McDonald avoids the check to Troy Taylor. Got it to McDonald, who avoided the check on the far side. Steps out, drop pass here. Heitzner tried to get it across ice to Steen. That one was broken up, and now Dalton Jay goes right back to the offensive side. Down the left-hand side, Troy Taylor's going to poke it right off his stick, and then it came to Josh LaBelle. LaBelle able to slip that one cross ice. That's going to go all the way back onto the stick of Justin McDonald. McDonald slides down to Steen and had it taken away. But the Wolves keep it in the zone. Troy Taylor deep in the zone, went cross ice. The redirect by McDonald, missed, looking for his hat trick here tonight. Steen had it poked away by Suferdini. That's going to get lifted all the way across ice. Varshiainen will give chase there. He'll lift it out to center ice, too far for Crawford to get to, and then sent all the way back to the offensive side. McDonald controlling there, comes through center, centering pass, gave it right to Heitzner. Heitzner took a huge hit, got knocked down onto his butt, and now Steen took a shot at Suferdini, and we're going to get a call here, and it'll be a roughing call, and it looks like Suferdini's actually going to get the call. There was a huge collision between Steen and Suferdini, and they're both going to sit down. So Suferdini came over and wanted to he thought the penalty would have been on Steen, but they're both going to go and sit down for roughing at 2 minutes. They had a big collision just to our right-hand vantage point here. A big hit. So, captains out here on the ice, alternate captains getting explanation from our officials what the calls are going to be. And I'm sure Matt Graham is questioning the fact that Suferdini got called as well. He said there's a huge collision between he and Steen, and Steen got knocked down, ended up flat on his back, or excuse me, Suferdini ended up flat on his back, and he thought he was going to get the call, but he and Steen will both sit down. So the face-off just outside the Watertown zone. And still a delay here as we try to figure out what the calls are actually going to be. Looks like we're going to skate on 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Now they take the 2 minutes off the board. So we're still waiting for the official announcement here. Nick Williams looked like he wants further explanation from the officials. Now the officials are having their own conference just shy of center ice with 7:39 left, period at number 2. The Wolves enjoying a 4-1 lead here. And now a couple officials over to the far side talking to the Port Huron Prowlers bench. So Caleb Williams is going to come over and sit down in the penalty box for the Port Huron Prowlers. So we will skate 4-on-4. It looks like it was going to be a 5-on-4, but it will be 4-on-4 skating here for the next minute 52 seconds. Puck controlled in the Watertown end. Held on, goes cross ice. McKechnie skates out of the zone. He'll get by Graham. Drags it down to the offensive end. Goes by Nick Williams. Went right to the front of the goal. And then lost it there. Got lifted all the way back out. Shipman able to deny that last pass. And the puck came back through neutral ice area. Ryan Devine slides it to Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz comes through center, steps inside the zone, had it poked away by Nick Williams. Now Matt Graham looks to skate back the other direction. He'll drop it for Merritt. Merritt let it go down into the corner. Slaketka will be the first one to get there for the Watertown Wolves, so he'll send it out. Mahfouz will control far side. Mahfouz comes through center, backhands it over to McKechnie on the far side. McKechnie slides it right back in front to Devine. Devine's backhand was turned aside. Now he'll center it right back in front to Mahfouz. Mahfouz got tangled up with Varshiainen. Now the puck comes out to Devine near point, sends it into Slaketka. Slaketka had to go off his stick, controlled it deep into the corner. Centering pass to McKechnie, went all the way through. Devine ends up with it, drops it there. Pass for Mahfouz was too far. Mahfouz had to regain and get back to neutral ice area with it. Now he'll slide it forward to Ryan Devine. Devine steps back into center ice, slides it back to Nolan Slaketka. Slaketka long pass to Mahfouz to McDonald. McDonald lets one go. That went high above the goal. Devine far side is going to keep it in, gets it back to Justin McDonald in behind the Port Huron goal. McDonald skates out in front, tried to backhand it. That one was broken up. Dalton Jay will control, and then it's taken away by McDonald. McDonald steps right in front. There's a shot going. Score! Justin McDonald got the hat trick on the night with 5:55 remaining in period number 2. Justin McDonald, that was just nasty. Handled the puck, went to the front of the goal, and lifted it over the shoulder of Shipman to the top left corner on a nasty little wrister. And the Wolves make it a 5-1 game here with 5:55 remaining in the second period. Justin McDonald, point number 107 on the season, his 53rd goal of the year, and a hat trick on the night for J-Mac. Wolves control off the face-off. McDonald to Taylor, far side, far side. LaBelle gets it back to Lane King. King wheels with it at the far point, settles the puck down there. He'll come all the way through, drags it, puts it right in front. Got it onto the stick of Taylor. Taylor had it taken away by Lambden, and then got centered right back in front. King has it, slides it deep to the corner. Justin McDonald goes all the way around behind, stops, puts the brakes on. He'll turn to the near side. McDonald comes out, looks right in front, tried to slide it back to Lane King. That one broken up. We'll go back the other direction. Soilis able to send that one forward. He'll take a huge hit from Steen. This one's going to get lifted out to King. King pokes it along, got it back to LaBelle. LaBelle to McDonald, back to McKechnie off his skate. Stavros Soilis will control. He'll lift that one up into the air. Josh LaBelle knocked it down. The Wolves look to take it back, and now Soilis ends up with it, slid it forward, but then LaBelle took it away. Lane King controls, centering pass to Chamelka had it for a second, had it poked away, and has to get back on. Back the other direction, Varshiainen went to the front of the goal, got taken off it by Troy Taylor. They'll battle for the loose puck near side, drops it for Jay, the near side. He'll get it back to Henning. Henning went deep to the corner. Varshiainen gives chase, ends up with the puck, wraps around, comes all the way around, lifts it high. Colgan knocked it down. Troy Taylor's going to end up with the rebound. Poked it out on the far side, kept in the zone by Varshiainen. Big blast in front, and Foley standing right there. Colgan turned that one aside, and that one's going to get lifted over the stick of Matt Graham. Graham all the way back to the defensive end, plays it off the back dasher all the way around to Dustin Henning. Henning's going to give it back to Graham. Lost it for a second, but Graham will pick up the puck. 4 minutes left in period number 2. Sent right back into the offensive side, but Graham will control for the Prowlers. He'll send it to the near side, long outlet pass to Dalton Jay. Nifty little move to get to the side of Robertson, but then tried to back it in front of the goal. That one was broken up. Robertson had it, kicked it right along, got it to Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo comes to the near side to Harrison. Harrison's just going to lift that to the offensive end. Shipman out of the goal, settles it down, rifles it all the way around the boards, and skating back the other direction. Wolves able to get it right back to the offensive side. Chamelka slid it in, and giving chase from there. Rocco DiCostanzo gets there. He and Varshiainen have a collision. DiCostanzo comes away with it, has to dance in the corner, and then Varshiainen poked it away for just a second, and now he'll lift that one high off the glass, and we're going to get Harrison arguing for the delay of game, but I think they're going to say that went off Rocco DiCostanzo's stick and up and out of play, so we will not get a delay of game here with 3:07 as they hit the netting coming out of the corner. So timeout on the ice, 3:07 left in period number 2. Wolves leading 5-1 here over the visiting Port Huron Prowlers. Again, we take a look at those scores. Other games in the FPHL tonight. Down in Harrington, Delaware, the Delaware Thunder hosting the Carolina Thunderbirds, and Delaware able to close the gap in that one. It's 4-3 now. The Carolina Thunderbirds leading the Delaware Thunder. And in Binghamton, New York tonight, the Danbury Hat Tricks lead 4-2 over the Binghamton Black Bears. So after a brief media timeout, here's 3:07 left period number 2. The Wolves leading 5-1 over the Port Huron Prowlers. Face off deep in the Prowlers zone. McKechnie won it back to Ryan Devine. Devine drop pass for Michael Mann. He'll send one in. That hit a body in front and then turned aside by Shipman. Merritt able to lift it on the far side. Lambden not able to clear the zone, though. McKechnie keeps it in. He'll skate down, gave it to Mafuz. Mafuz back to Michael Mann, slides it back to Devine. Devine goes over to Slaketka. Slaketka puts it in front. Nolan Slaketka with a couple of assists already here tonight. So that one into Mafuz. Mafuz deep into the corner. Michael Mann's backing pass right in front. Down on the ice. His Shipman flat on his back, and the Wolves couldn't get a decent shot off. Justin Browson's going to get tangled up with Michael Mann. He gets poked out to the near side. Browson will control. He'll drag it towards the center ice. Got it back to Merritt. Merritt goes down the right-hand side, lifts one, goes off a stick, missed on the far side. Lambden coming over to get the rebound. Wolves will control from there. McKechnie pokes it along a little too far to get to. Henning actually broke that one up. So Soila slides it ahead to Lambden. Lambden takes a big hit from Ryan Devine. Lost the puck on the way in. Devine pokes it back off the boards. Ahmed Mafuz will control. His outlet pass knocked down by Varshiainen, but it came right back to Nolan Slaketka. So Slaketka's going to get it over to Justin McDonald. McDonald holds on, steps inside, got it back to Mafuz, sends it deep to the corner. Heitzner will give chase from there. Got it back to McDonald. McDonald wheels, puts it right in front. Mafuz couldn't get a stick on it. Taylor has it. He'll go back to the deep corner. Henning chasing there, but Mafuz got it back in behind to Heitzner. That one broken up. Now Varshiainen coming back the other direction. He'll slit it to Dalton Jay. Jay comes down the near side, stops on the half board, went cross ice. Nobody there. So McDonald will control for Watertown. Got it back to Troy Taylor. Long outlet for Heitzner. Heitzner's just going to lift that into the offensive end, and the Wolves go for a change. And just as I said that, Heitzner ends up chasing the play in. And it comes back to Dalton Jay, near side. Got it to Caleb Williams. Williams slid it forward. Centering pass went all the way across. So to Josh LaBelle. Will control for Watertown. LaBelle lifts it out. Williams able to keep it in the zone, though. Comes down the left-hand side. Lets a shot go. Missed on the near side. That went all the way through with just a minute to play in period number 2. The Wolves look to clear the zone. Lane King, Troy Taylor, near side. Ting goes back cross ice to McDonald. McDonald had it poked away, and then he'll have a collision with Crawford. Crawford went down, had to pop right back up. Williams able to slide it out to Crawford. Crawford tried to get it back, got it back to Williams. 30 seconds left. Williams rifles one towards the front of the goal, and Brendan Colgan's going to glove that one about chest high, and we get another stoppage in play. 27.7 seconds left, period number 2. Wolves enjoying a 5-1 lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. So face-off deep into the Watertown zone. McDonald wins the face-off back behind, controlled there. Heitzner's just going to send it back off the board. Long outlet pass for McDonald. Lost it in his skates, but kept it in the zone. He'll go cross ice to Heitzner. That one was broken up. Controlled by Lane King. Comes cross ice to Taylor. Taylor lifts one towards the front of the goal. Turned aside by Shipman and controlled by Crawford in the defensive end. Lifts that one out. Just 3 seconds to play. So LaBelle's just going to send that one back to the offensive end. That'll get gloved by Shipman, and the horn will sound. And that'll bring an end to period number 2 here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. The Wolves enjoying a 5-1 lead after 2 periods of play here. Only goal in the period came at the 14:05 mark. Justin McDonald nets the goal, making it 5-1, getting his hat trick on the evening. 53rd goal on the season for Justin McDonald, and that gives him point number 107 on the year, so 107 points. He will continue his hold at the top of the FPHL standings, and also that's going to tighten up that battle for most goals scored between he and Nikita Ivashkin, if they've been battling back and forth as the goal-scoring leaders. Ivashkin had 51 coming into the night. McDonald had 50. He's got 52 now. We'll have to check the scoreboard from that Binghamton game, though, and see if Ivashkin has any in that one as they keep battling at the top of that battle. Total assists on the year, it's Kyle Powell with 57 assists on the season. Justin McDonald 54. Lane King has 47. So Ivashkin does not have a goal yet tonight in Binghamton, so Justin McDonald will take that goal-scoring lead back in the FPHL tonight, unless Ivashkin can get a couple here later on this evening in Binghamton. Well, the Wolves outshoot Port Huron 9-7, period number 2. Totals for the game are 31-16 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. The Wolves 1 for 4 on power play opportunities. The Port Huron Prowlers 0 for 4 on the extra man advantage. We're going to take a short break here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. After 40 minutes of play, it is 5-1. The Watertown Wolves enjoying a lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. Second game of a 3-game match they played last night in Port Huron, Michigan. The Wolves a 3-0 win last evening. And then the 5-1 here tonight. They'll play again tomorrow afternoon here in Watertown. That game will start at 4 o'clock. Folks, don't go away. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for David Page on the cameras. My name is Jeff Barrett. We'll be taking you all through your action. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Well, we want to welcome you back inside the Watertown Municipal Arena. We get set for period number 3 between the Port Huron Prowlers and the home team, Watertown Wolves. The Wolves enjoying a 5-1 lead after 40 minutes of play here in Watertown, New York, way up the northern part of the state. We want to thank you for joining us here on the Watertown Wolves YouTube channel. My name is Jeff Barrett. Take you to your action here this evening. David Page will be on the camera right next to me as we get set for the final 20 minutes of action here between Watertown and Port Huron. These same two teams will be back at it tomorrow afternoon. Right here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, the puck will drop at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We hope you can join us here in the arena. We got a full house here tonight. They are packed in to watch some good hockey action here this evening. And first responder night here. Of course, a little extra incentive tonight when we get done. We'll be auctioning off the Wolves game jerseys for our first responder commemorative jersey night. That'll be raffled off immediately following tonight's game. Again, I said they'll be at it tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock will be the puck drop tomorrow. And then next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Wolves will travel to Columbus, Georgia to take on the Columbus River Dragons down in Columbus. The Prowlers are going to head to Carolina Friday and Saturday night for a 2-game set with the Thunderbirds down there. And then the following weekend, the Wolves will travel to Port Huron, Michigan for a 3-game set with these Port Huron Prowlers. The final 3 times that these two teams will see each other in the regular FPHL season. We said Port Huron has not clinched yet, but they will get that final qualifying spot for the FPHL playoffs as the Wolves get ready to make their way back out on the ice. Brendan Colgan skates out first. He'll lead them out. Actually came out all by himself. The rest of the team still back in there as they come out. On the other side, the Prowlers all out on the ice, ready to go. For the home team making their way back out onto the ice. Well, before we get started, the big game down in Binghamton, New York tonight. The Binghamton Black Bears trailing the Danbury Hat-Tricks, but we do have to wish congratulations to Kyle Powell, former Watertown Wolf, former FPHL champion here in Watertown back in 2018. Kyle Powell scored his 300th professional point tonight down in Binghamton, New York. So congratulations to Kyle Powell on picking up point number 300 of his professional career. Thank God I got David Page up here to keep me David Page keeps me in order, and he let me know, he reminded me, the Wolves right now, 32 wins on the year. That ties the record for the most wins in a season by the Watertown Wolves, and a win here tonight will set the regular season record for the Watertown Wolves. I said, the great thing about David Page, he keeps these numbers in his head. He does a phenomenal job with that, and keeps me in line up here as he runs the camera over here. So we appreciate having David up here on the landing. We are set for period at number 3 here in Watertown. Face-off controlled by the Prowlers in their own end. Came out through center. That one was broken up by Michael Mann, then taken right back by Evan Foley. McKechnie pokes it off his stick, then Foley and Mann have a collision here on the near side. Foley's going to come away with it. Mann had it for a second. He'll drag it to the offensive end. Left it for McKechnie, who lifts it across the front of the goal. Varshiainen has it, though. He'll skip it out to center, slides it back to Dalton Jay near side. Jay comes down, slides it to the front of the goal. Foley couldn't put a stick on it as he was crashing to the front of the goal, so Nolan Saketka will control for Watertown. Puck came back through. Varshiainen sends it deep into the zone. Foley tried to get a backhanding pass. That one was broken up by Ryan Devine. Lifted out. Mafuz has it. Gets to the offensive end. Broken up there and controlled back to center by Foley. Varshiainen lets a shot go, missed on the near side. Came all the way back out to the point. Foley kept it into the zone. Going back will be Saketka to get it, though. He'll send it all the way across to Josh LaBelle, far side. LaBelle skates in behind the Watertown goal. Lambden chases him out of the zone. And LaBelle, the big defenseman, comes right down through the slot area. Lets a quick shot go. That one gloved out of midair by Rich Shipman, and we get a stoppage in play. Faceoff's going to go to the far side here. 18:40 left in regulation. Skating into the faceoff circle, Sam Merritt for the Prowlers against Justin McDonald for Watertown. Merritt wins that one back to the corner, controlled by Williams. He'll come all the way around, lifts it out to Lambden on the near side. Lambden slides it forward to Browson. Browson's crossing pass was broken up. He tried to get it to Merritt on the far side, lifted back to the defensive end for the Prowlers. So Graham has to go back, pick it up. Slid it over to Nick Williams, had that one taken away by Lane King, and then Justin McDonald able to get it into the zone, goes all the way across. The pass was behind Heitzner, lost his stick, but kept in, and a quick shot from Troy Taylor. That trickled through the front and just turned aside by Shipman. Lane King has it, goes cross ice, drops it back to Heitzner in the corner. Heitzner's backing pass came right out in front. McDonald standing right there, and a collision between a couple of Prowlers players right in front of their own goal. And Shipman will cover that one up, and we get another quick stoppage here. 17:59 remaining. So the faceoff's going to come to the near side. It will be McDonald into the faceoff circle for the Watertown Wolves. Goes in again. Merritt won that one back to the corner. Got it to Graham. Graham lost it to the near side. Lambden had it and then sent right back in front of the goal. Lane King tried to get a backing pass to Kyle Heitzner. That one was broken up and comes out to the near side. Taylor kept it in the zone. Goes into the corner deep. King has it. He'll come out to the near side. Centering pass. McDonald fires a shot. That goes off the foot of Shipman. And the battle for the loose puck behind Heitzner trying to get it from Graham. Graham ends up with it. Gave it back to Lambden on the near side, not out of the zone. The Wolves keeping the pressure on, and now it gets lifted out to center ice. Merritt has it far side. He'll swing it back to Lambden. Lambden stops on the half board. His crossing pass, tried to get it to Caleb Williams. That got poked up into the air, and then Williams is going to get knocked down by Troy Taylor. It comes all the way back to the near side. Soilis handles the puck, lets the shot go. Hit Josh LaBelle right on the leg with it, and now it's going to rebound all the way back out to neutral ice. Soilis has to skate back, pick it up from there. A couple of Wolves chasing him. He'll slide it right back to Williams on the near side. Williams had it poked off by Heitzner, but Williams ends up chasing it into the corner. Got it back to Soilis looking for the loose puck. Excuse me, that was Crawford that had it. That was broken up, lifted all the way across. Soilis has to go back, and Harrison chasing him into the offensive end. Goes back in behind the goal, settled down there. Soilis will control for the Port Huron Prowlers. Got it back to Evan Foley, near side. Foley down the right, just going to send that one all the way down to the corner. And Colgan out of the goal for Watertown. Sent it to the near side. Heitzner's going to end up with it from a quick pass from Chamelka. Robertson got it down into the offensive end. Soilis has it and had it taken away by Harrison. Harrison kicks it along to Chamelka. Comes out to the near side. Robertson, near point, walks in front, lets a shot go. That hit a body in front, just missed on the top side of the goal. Harrison comes to the half board with it, controls it there, drops it back in behind Varshiainen, goes to get it. Excuse me, that's Henning in there, battling for the loose puck. Rocco DiCostanzo is going to come away with it. He's going to get tangled up with Soilis in behind. And then the puck gets set all the way around. Rocco DiCostanzo controls, puts the brakes on, wheels back towards the back of the goal. Centering pass, hit a body in front. Chamelka was standing right there, couldn't control it. Henning's going to just lift that one way up into the air. That's going to get all the way up into the rafters here and hit that, and we will get a stoppage in play. 15:37 remaining in regulation. Wolves control the lead. 5-1 is your score here. Try to take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The other games in the FPHL tonight. The Carolina Thunderbirds down in Harrington, Delaware, taking on the Delaware Thunder. Carolina 5-3 lead over the Delaware Thunder tonight. And the Danbury Hat-Tricks in Binghamton holding on to a 5-3 lead. That is late in Binghamton. Devine has it here. He and Graham get tangled up. Graham ends up with it. Slid it forward, but Slaketka able to end up with the puck. Got it back to Mafuz. Mafuz goes down the right-hand side. Had it taken off his stick. Then he'll get knocked down. And he took a shot to the back of the head. And now he's trying to get Suferdini to go with him, and he wouldn't go. He wanted to shake a glove off. Suferdini just skated away from him, and Mafuz still giving him a mouthful, chasing him all over the ice. Long outlet pass goes behind Michael Mann down the ice. Icing waved off. The Nick Williams goes back to get it, sent it out to the near side, broken up by McKechnie. McKechnie's cross ice pass Laketka. Far point, steps into the face-off circle, lets a shot go down on the ice. A huge save by Shipman. Rebound sent right back in. This one's going to get lifted all the way down the ice. We'll bring an icing call with 14:37 remaining in regulation. Well, Ahmed Mahfouz tried to entertain Dante Suferdrini, and nothing came from that. Suferdrini didn't. And now Suferdrini having a lot of words with an official on the far side. So 14:37 left here. Timeout on the ice. Our under 15 media timeout here in the Watertown Municipal Arena. Both teams back to their benches for this media timeout, and a lot of chirping going back and forth between the two benches. The faceoff is going to come to the near side, deep in the Prowlers end of the ice. It'll be to Shipman's right-hand side. And now we got a conversation going over here on the face-off circle as Suferdini and Lane King were sort of chopping at each other on the face-off circle. So it'll be Justin McDonald into the circle against Harrison, or excuse me. As we got guys changing up and down the ice all of a sudden. So Dustin Henning into the face-off circle for the Prowlers. That one was won back to the point. Josh LaBelle sends it deep into the zone. It goes all the way around. Justin Browson able to swipe that down the ice, and that's going to miss everything. We will get another icing call, and we'll come back to the other end. So the face-off, we'll come back to the same face-off circle to the near side. And again, it'll be McDonald skating in to the circle for Watertown. This time he'll go in against Foley. McDonald won that one back to Ryan Devine. Devine slides it down to the half board to Lane King. King goes deep to McDonald. He scores! Justin McDonald from Lane King. It's 6-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Lane King was really patient to hold on to that puck and then sent it right across in front of the blue ice. McDonald standing right there, nobody marked up on him in a white sweater, and he just caught the pass coming across and stuffed it underneath of Rich Shipman, and McDonald gets his fourth goal of the evening. So Justin McDonald, 4 goals on the night. His 54th goal of the year, and that will be point number 108. Long centering pass, McDonald broken up, and then going to get called for the offside was Josh LaBelle. The pass came back to him and couldn't keep it in the zone, so the whistle will blow. We'll get another stoppage here. 14:02 remaining in regulation. So the official announcement, McDonald, the goal assisted by Lane King and Ryan Devine, that coming at 5:40 of the period. As McDonald gets his 4th goal of the night, continues his scoring streak here. Before taking a night off last week, he did miss 1 game. He had a goal in 6 straight games, then took a night off and is picked up right where he left off. McDonald into the face-off circle once again. against Foley. He won that one back to Troy Taylor. Taylor's just going to lift that one all the way around. Came to the near side. Foley had it, lifted it out, got it to Varshiainen. Varshiainen going from the right side to left, had to keep it outside the zone, couldn't play it. Got it back to Dalton Jay, get it down the near side. Jay backs into the corner, turns all the way, centering pass, missed Foley all the way across the front. Varshiainen sent it back to the near side. Jay went to get it, but that was broken up, lifted out of the zone. McDonald trying to get between a couple of defenders and racing back to get it was Dustin Henning. Henning very quickly jumped on the horse, got back, broke up that effort by Watertown. Opportunity here for the Prowlers. That gets broken up, stays in the zone though. Soilis able to keep it in there. Got it to the far side. Oh, shot Varshiainen hit the pipe on the far side. And rebound came right back out in front. Wolves control. Josh LaBelle just going to drop it across the ice. Got it to Colby Steen. Steen tried to send it across the ice. That was broken up. Came back out to Lambden near side. Steen's going to end up with it. He'll back it to Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo tried to go to the front of the goal. Had it poked away by Suffredini. And now he goes right back. Goes to the side of the goal. Suffredini keeps an eye on Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo swings with it and goes back to the corner again as they continue to battle for the puck in behind. Got it to Colin Chamelka. Chamelka stops on the far side. Got his stick lifted by Nick Williams. Williams long outlet pass for Lambden. Lambden gets in behind Robertson, but Robertson recovers, gets back and takes it so he can't get a decent shot. And the rebound comes all the way back out to neutral ice. Suffredini had it, then he got knocked down. DiCostanzo took it away. Chamelka back the other direction. Drop pass for Colby Steen. Steen lifted one, hit Nick Williams with it. Puck came right back to him. Ryan Devine has it, sends it in front of the goal. It got redirected but missed across the top side. Chamelka able to get a stick on it. 11:46 remaining. Robertson fires from the top of the point, lets a shot go. That hit Shipman and fell down underneath him. He couldn't find it, but he was sitting right on top of it. So we get a stoppage with 11:42 left here in regulation. Both teams getting a couple of leg changes here on the stop. 11:42 left. Regulation. Wolves leading 6-1 over the visiting Port Huron Prowlers. Colin Chamelka controls the puck, takes it behind, got it to Michael Mann. Mann out to Slaketka, far side, came back to Ryan Devine. Devine will control, sends it deep in the zone. McKechnie comes out to the near half board. Now he's going to back it all the way back into the corner, and going back to pick it up was Ahmed Mahfouz, and he got tangled up trying to get out from behind the goal. So we go back the other way. Merritt has it. Oh, Merritt takes a huge hit as he came across center, and we're going to get a delayed penalty on Ryan Devine. Merritt and Devine had a collision right at the blue line. And Merritt's still down on one knee at just inside the Watertown zone. Ryan Devine is going to sit down. Roughing will be the call. So once again, the Port Huron Prowlers for the fifth time tonight will get a power play opportunity. Sam Merritt racing to the offensive end. A big collision between he and Ryan Devine. And Merritt stayed down on a knee for a couple of seconds, did get back up. He is skated over to the Port Huron bench, and he is headed back to sit down, but you can tell he was a little shaken up on that. Looks like Devine may have got a shoulder up high on the shoulder himself, or into the chest. So Wolves coming right back the other direction. Short-handed effort, dragged in the offensive end by McKechnie. Now a collision between he and Suffredini. And now Mahfouz again is going to go after Suffredini, and he's going to unload on him. Mahfouz just unloading left-handed or right hands on Suffredini, and Suffredini tried to get up, and again he's going to get stripped of clothing as Ahmed Mahfouz is just unloading punches to the side of the head and to the back of the head. Well, Suffredini didn't want to go, but Mahfouz said, "You are going," and he grabbed him and just started unloading on him. So Mahfouz is going to be done for the night. He will head off to a huge applause here. He tried to get Suffredini to go about 5 minutes ago, and then nothing happened from that, but Suffredini just came over and took a shot at Colin Chamelka right here in front of the bench, and that was it. Mahfouz had seen enough. He came racing over and just grabbed a hold of him and started unloading punches on Superdini, and now Superdini has to pick up all his equipment. He lost shoulder pads, jersey, everything coming off, as he'll have to go back to the bench and need a little bit of assistance getting dressed once again, as he has lost everything out there. Well, the Ryan Devine penalty I would have thought would have been a roughing call, that collision between he and Merritt, but he got called as interference was the official call. 2 minutes up on the board, 8:46 was the time of the penalty. Now we'll try to sort this one out. Obviously, Ahmed Mahfouz done for the evening. As I said, he had seen enough from Superdini. He tried to get to go a couple of times, and then after Superdini made a hit on Jamelka, I believe it was, right over here in front of the box, and he had seen enough. He came racing right over, and whether Superdini wanted to go or not, Mahfouz just grabbed him and started pounding him and got his jersey up over his head, and then unloaded right hand, got him underneath him and just kept unloading punches on him. So the face-off will come all the way down into the Watertown end. A little delayed restart here. The official still tossing with Justin McDonald, and now we're going to get a timeout by the Port Huron Prowlers. They will take a timeout here with 10:57 remaining in regulation. So the Mahfouz penalty goes up on the board. It is 2 minutes for instigating. Mahfouz will get 2 minutes for instigating, and then obviously the 5 minutes for fighting. So slowly these pop up on the board here, but Ahmed Mahfouz, 2 minutes for instigating. He'll get 5 minutes for fighting and a 10-minute game misconduct for being the aggressor. Dave Page just showed me a final from Binghamton, 5-3, the Danbury Hat Tricks, a winner over the Binghamton Black Bears tonight. And again, we want to say congratulations, Kyle Powell, on his 300th career point. So Steen's going to come over and serve the penalty for Ahmed Mahfouz. So face-off one controlled. Far side skating 5-on-3. Quick shot coming. Justin Browson just stopped the face-off circle right into the gut of Brandon Colgan. He'll hold on to that one. We get a stoppage and play. So skating 5-on-3 for the next minute, 32 seconds. 6:49 on the other penalty. Into the face-off circle, it is McDonald for Watertown. Won that one back. Josh LaBelle tried to get it out of the zone. That hit a body, and then able to lift it out was McDonald. Foley went back, picked it up, sends it back to Varshiainen, near side, stops, sends it back to Foley at the far point. He'll go to the top of the face-off circle, slid it in front, down on the ice. Colgan somehow able to turn that one away. Coming back with it was Merritt. Merritt had it, got it back to Browson. Browson shot, hit Cole McKechnie on the leg. That went deep to the corner and then lifted off the glass by LaBelle and down the ice. 55 seconds left in the 5-on-3 skating here for the Port Huron Prowlers. Henning brings it out, got it to Browson. Browson comes through center. Jamelka tried to poke it away, but it's controlled by Merritt, far side. He'll come back to Browson. Browson back to Foley on the far side, just outside the face-off circle. Tried to slide it deep in the corner. Puck came back out in front. Merritt standing right there, couldn't get a shot off. And that one cleared down the ice by Colin Jamelka. Shipman out of his goal, settles that down. 23 seconds left in the 5-on-3. So the puck comes all the way across. Foley's going to drop past there. He will leave it for Sufredini. Sufredini down the near side, stops at the half board. He'll come back towards the slot area. Comes all the way across, slides it deep to the corner. Got it to Dalton J with a quick shot. That one turned aside by Brendan Colgan. Puck loose on the ice. Penalty is over. Ryan Devine out of the penalty box. Puck came back to the near side. Goes back to Sufredini in the slot area. He'll fake the shot. Winds up, lets it go. That goes high off the glass and then tipped all the way around. Soilis back to pick it up. Near point. Settles the puck. Skates back towards the corner. Drops it into Merritt in the corner. Merritt goes back to Foley behind. Foley controls. Gets it out onto the far side. Dalton J went all the way across the ice to get that one. Lets a shot go. That missed, and the rebound is going to come all the way out of the zone. Sufredini has to come back, pick it up for the Prowlers. Tried to tip it forward. That one broken up by McDonald, and the Wolves taking that one away. McKechnie wheels back towards the Watertown end. 4:37 left. Now in the 5-on-4 skating here for the Port Huron Prowlers. So the Wolves having to kill off a lot of time here on this penalty. Justin Browson controls. Got it off the stick of McDonald as he lost it. Centering pass came right in front, and a couple of whacks at it by couldn't get it in. Landon was standing right there, couldn't control it, and stayed out of the zone, then sent all the way down. Sufredini controls, slides it out to the near side. Got it to Dalton J, back to Sufredini, back to Jay. Jay's just going to lift that cross ice. He'll go to the corner and turning and setting that one out of the zone. Robertson just sent that the length of the ice. Comes back to Soilis, near side. He'll go cross ice. Lambden has it. Steps inside the zone. Took a huge hit from Robertson. And then Robertson sends it out of the zone. Coming back to Henning, near side. He and Chamelka have a collision. Lane King ends up with it. He'll go cross ice. Again to Robertson. Robertson's just going to send it down all the way across the ice. 3:28 left in the 5-on-4. Puck control behind. Dustin Henning skates out with it. Comes out the near side. He'll back it over to Varshiainen. Varshiainen down the left-hand side. Beats a couple of defenders, but then he and Lane King will get tangled up in the corner. King able to poke it along. Gets sent out to the far side. Merritt swings at it. Kept it in the zone. Tried to send it deep to the corner, and it got sent back in behind. Control back behind the goal. Turning with it. Holding on to it. Now sent across. Comes out to Dustin Henning. Henning just side of the slot. Goes back to Graham, who one times it. That one turned aside by Brendan Colgan. And now Lane King just going to skate out of the zone. He'll hold on to it, trying to take some time off the clock. Took it all the way down into the zone. Dropped it to the corner. And now King will go for a change with 2:37 left in the 5-on-4. Merritt through center ice, gives it to Varshiainen, far side. He's just going to lift that one all the way in on goal, and Colgan catches it and then drops it right in front of Ryan Devine. He will leave it there. Devine's just going to skate back behind the Watertown goal. Foley will come in to pressure him. He's just going to slip it out to Slaketka on the far side. Slaketka all the way down the ice, shipping out of the goal to settle it down with 2:10 left in the power play. Sufredini controls, sets it in behind his own goal. Chamelka keeps an eye on him. They come out of the zone. It went back to Sufredini. Now they'll slip it to the near side. Got it to Lambden. Lambden centering pass to Soilis was broken up and then sent out of the zone. Sufredini will control. He'll slide it all the way across to Dalton J. Far side collision between he and Slaketka. Jay lost a stick in the process. And then that one able to get kicked out of the zone all the way down the ice. McDonald's going to go for it, but obviously way out of the goal was Shipman. As he wouldn't have had any other opportunity to do it, he had to come out and take that away. Long crossing pass, Lambden ends up with it, sends it around the dasher to the far side. McDonald comes back, takes it right off the boards, slid it out to McKechnie. McKechnie steps in the offensive end, 1:18 left in the power play. McKechnie with a shorthanded effort, tried to get to the front of the goal, then he got pickpocketed, and the puck comes back the other direction. Soilis has it, tried to get it out of the zone, and now Riley Robertson, 2-on-1 opportunity for the Wolves. Centering pass, that hit a body in front as Dustin Henning was able to get back and drop down in front of that. Broke up the Watertown Wolves 2-on-1 shorthanded effort there with 50 seconds left in this 5-on-4. And now Josh LaBelle, going to lift that one all the way down. So Shipman out of his goal settles the puck down. Dustin Henning skates out of the zone, left-hand side, a huge collision between he and Robertson, takes him off the puck. Wolves control near side. Chamelka looks to get out. He's got Heitzner skating down the center. Got it to Heitzner. Heitzner's just going to send it towards the front of the goal. 21 seconds left in the man advantage for the Prowlers, and the Wolves just going to send it back to LaBelle in the defensive end. He'll skate right back behind the Watertown goal and then lifts that out through center ice, knocked down and played by a high stick on Matt Graham, and Graham upset with the official on that call. He knocked down the outlet pass and does get called for the high stick, so we'll get a stoppage in play and a timeout on the ice. Our under 5 media timeout here, final timeout of the game here. 8 seconds left in the Port Huron Prowlers man advantage. 4:05 left, it said, in regulation. Wolves holding on to a 6-1 lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. Again, tomorrow afternoon, we'll do this one more time. We'll start at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow, these same two teams will be at it. Next weekend, the Watertown Wolves will travel down to Columbus, Georgia to take on the Columbus River Dragons Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. The Port Huron Prowlers will head Port Huron, will going to be on the road as well next week, as they will go down to Carolina for a Friday and Saturday night matchup with the Thunderbirds on Friday night. The Wolves will travel to Port Huron the following weekend for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday matchup, the final time that these two teams will see each other in regulation season this year, and it'll be only the 6th matchup between these two. Face off deep in the Port Huron end will go to the left, of Shipman. Foley's going to win the face off to the far side, but kept in. Foley able to get it back, though, comes out of the zone, tried to slide it to Varshian, and penalty is over. We are back to all even. Colby Steen out of the penalty box, and the puck came through center. Foley controls, tried to lift it forward, does lift it all the way down into the corner. Giving chase, though, will be Troy Taylor. Taylor sends it around, man controls for Watertown. Centering pass for DiCostanzo was broken up. Troy Taylor has to go back and get it. So Taylor turning with it. Got a nice pass to Michael Mann. Mann comes down the near side, drops to the corner. Giving chase will be Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo ends up with the puck. Tried to slide it back to Michael Mann. Gets by him, but Mann goes and picks it up. Centering pass for Devine. Devine stops, puts the brakes on, lets a shot go. He'll miss high, and that's going to get another stoppage in play. Ryan Devine standing about 15 foot out in front, right in the slot area. Got a nice pass from Michael Mann and then lifted a shot high above the goal. That's the reason for the stoppage here with 3:19 left in regulation. So another timeout on the ice here. I thought we were done with those, but one more timeout here tonight. 3:19 left in regulation. As we said, a final in Binghamton tonight. The Binghamton Black Bears fall to the Danbury Hat Tricks. 5-3 the final score in Binghamton. And we'll take one more look. The other game, the Carolina Thunderbirds over the Delaware Thunder, 5-3. That game just about done as well in Harrington, Delaware tonight. Our score is 6-1 with 3:19 remaining in regulation. Face-off one goes all the way back in behind. Henning send it back to the near side. LaBelle pinches in, kept it in the zone. Michael Mann sends it across to Colby Steen. Steen put it right back in front, but it was broken up. Soilis able to interrupt that play and then send it out of the zone. Watertown has to come back, pick it up. Steen had it. Dusting Henning poked it away. Came back to Steen, got it onto Rocco DiCostanzo's stick. Drop pass for Michael Mann, tried to slide it back into DiCostanzo. Puck went all the way across the front of the goal. Stoilis comes over, he's going to stop, puts the brakes on. Long outlet pass for Justin Browson. Browson knocked it down, then played it off his own skate. And then the pass for Colby Steen behind him. Justin Browson comes back. He's going to clean it up there, just drops it all the way back into the corner to Henning. And now coming around and gathering up, Matt Graham has it. He'll step out of the zone, slides it forward to Browson, had that broken up, but Graham able to slice that one back into the offensive end. Josh LaBelle's going to go back, pick it up for Watertown with 2:17 left in regulation. LaBelle settles in behind the goal, holds onto the loose puck there. He'll hold on to it. Rocco DiCostanzo just circling and circling and circling on the right-hand side, waiting for the outlet. Williams in looking, and now Caleb Williams will go in on the attack. So LaBelle had to skate out from behind the goal, but they took a lot of time off. Down the near side, Taylor fires a shot, hit Nick Williams on the leg. Williams going to end up with a puck in behind. He'll turn, stops there, drops it back to the near side, got it back to Suferdini. Suferdini controls, looks to skate out on the left-hand side, comes up the ice, slides it forward to Caleb Williams. Passed too far to get for Lambden as he fell down trying to get to it. Ryan Devine's just going to whack at it, tried to send it out of the zone. DiCostanzo ends up with the puck. DiCostanzo had it poked away by Suferdini. Lambden holds on to the puck, slides it forward, and he'll take a huge hit on the far side from Colby Steen. And now we're going to get a stoppage in play. Penalty coming to Nick Williams. He's going to sit down for 2 minutes. Dustin Henning over here having a discussion with the official, but Nick Williams going to sit down for 2 minutes with just 1:17 remaining in regulation. Henning very upset with the official, giving him a real earful, and then he'll finally skate away. Interference will be the call on Nick Williams. So 1:17 left in regulation. Face off one to the corner. Michael Mann has it, sends it out to the far point to Devine. Skips over his stick. He's going to race all the way back to the Watertown end. Foley chasing him. Drop pass for Robertson. Controls for Watertown. Goes back in behind the Watertown goal. Puts the brakes on there. Now he'll skate out on the right-hand side. A minute to play in regulation. Rocco DiCostanzo down the left-hand side. Going to send it to the far side. Steen let a shot go. And then the rebound controlled by Michael Mann. He'll come right to the face-off circle. Turns, lets a shot go. And he scores! Michael Mann goes top shelf. Knocked the water bottle up into the air. And Michael Mann's going to add one more to the total for the Watertown Wolves here this evening on a nasty wrist shot to the top left corner of the goal. With 43.7 seconds left, the Wolves make it a 7-1 game on Michael Mann's goal. Michael Mann just lifted that over the shoulder of Shipman and hit it dead on the water bottle. The water bottle went about 2.5 feet in the air above the goal. Robertson controls the ensuing faceoff. Colby Steen able to back it out towards center, gets sent right back in. 32 seconds left in regulation. Robertson sends it around to the far side. Colby Steen looks to skate, had it taken away by Matt Graham. Graham brought it to the front of the goal, and then it was broken up from there. Steen got it back to Michael Mann. Mann steps inside on a power play goal. Now Williams comes to chase him. Mann goes to the front of the goal, trying to get a backhand, couldn't get a shot off, and then it's controlled in the zone by Rocco DiCostanzo. Got knocked down with 6 seconds left to play. Comes all the way around. Dustin Henning looking to clear the zone. The horn will sound, and we are done here tonight. The Wolves are going to score a 7-1 win over the Port Huron Prowlers here tonight on First Responders Night here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Well, folks are going to be sticking around the arena for a little while now, because we're going to have an auction here, as we will auction off the game-worn jerseys here tonight, the first responder commemorative jerseys from the Watertown Wolves. Again, if you're leaving us now on the air, we'll be back here tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, 4 o'clock, puck drop tomorrow here in Watertown. Well, as we recap here, the Wolves get a power play goal at 2:38 of the first period by Justin McDonald, assisted by Troy Taylor and Ahmed Mahfouz. That made it 1-0 in favor of Watertown. Justin McDonald got his second goal of the night, 4:41 of the period. That made it 2-0 in favor of Watertown. Zachary Fischera got one back for the Prowlers at the 6:12 mark, assisted by Caleb Williams and by Dustin Henning. Cole McKechnie would make it a 2-goal lead again, though, at the 7:45 mark, assisted by Nolan Saketka and Ryan Devine. 3-1 would be the score. And then Colin Chamelka would net a goal at 12:16 of the first period, assisted by Nolan Saketka and by Cole McKechnie. That made it 4-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves, and that's the way period number 1 would end. 4-1 would be your score. Justin McDonald got a hat trick here, 14:05 of the second period, made it 5-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. 5-1 would be the score at the end of a period number 2. And then Justin McDonald got his 4th goal of the night, that coming at 5:40 of the third period, assisted by Lane King and Ryan Devine. That made it 6-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. And then Michael Mann on a power play, 19-17 in the period, makes it 7-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Rocco Di Costanzo assisting on that goal. The Wolves outshoot the Port Huron Prowlers 11-6 for the third period. Totals for the game 42-22. The Wolves outshoot the Prowlers. Power plays tonight. Watertown 2 for 5 on the extra man. Port Huron 0 for 7 on the extra man advantages here this evening. So again, we'll look at those final scores now all the way around the league. The Carolina Thunderbirds 5-3 over the Delaware Thunder. That game in Harrington, Delaware tonight. The Binghamton Black Bears fall at home to the Danbury Hat-Tricks 5-3. The final score there as Kyle Powell gets his 300th professional point in that loss in Binghamton tonight. And the Wolves pick up win number 33 on the season, 6-1. Your final score as the Watertown Wolves set the season record for Wolves teams with wins at 33. So the Wolves will celebrate a little bit here tonight. We'll be back in action again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Auction getting ready to take place on the ice here. We want to thank you for joining us here for tonight's matchup on First Responder Night at the Watertown Municipal Arena. For Eric Thorstein and Thunder Force Media, David Page on the cameras, and for Watertown Wolves Hockey, the Watertown Wolves YouTube channel, my name is Jeff Barrett. We'll be right back here again tomorrow evening at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great night.